Once upon a time, Thailand was the kind of place you visited to find peace, to watch the sun melt into the ocean, to breathe in culture, kindness, and quiet. It was paradise, but now it feels like paradise is on life support, because the zombies have arrived. Not the usual Hollywood brain eaters. These zombies wear t-shirts, carry phones on sticks, and arrive in packs on discounted flights. They don't grunt. They shout over each other, yell into vlogs, and run into temples like it's an amusement park. And no, they're not from the US this time. These zombies are homegrown from your neighborhood, from your favorite budget airline. They don't eat brains. They travel not to explore but to colonize timelines with cheap content. Thailand isn't a country to them, it's a background, a living postcard, a place to point at things and say, look at this, without ever understanding what this is. The behavior, undead levels of disrespect, spitting pan masala on sidewalks and beaches, public urination, yes, really. Because apparently, when you've spent 20 minutes searching for a toilet vlog, you forget how to use a real one. Trash, left everywhere, snack wrappers on the sand, empty beer bottles wedged into flower pots at resorts, plastic bags floating in the ocean like modern art made by fools. Locals whisper about the change. Tour guides roll their eyes more often. Monks have stopped smiling politely, because when you're being followed by a GoPro while praying, what's left to respect? And the worst part, they think they're doing Thailand a favor, uploading beach walks like they discover the ocean, reviewing mango sticky rice like Gordon Ramsay with a gimbal, rating hotels based on whether the receptionist smiled at them, never considering that maybe she's exhausted from 400 clueless check-ins a day. Let's talk about the alpha zombies. The alpha zombies. They roam the streets with big voices and even bigger delusions, one hand on the microphone and the other stretching their ego. Every street vendor becomes a thumbnail. Every local woman becomes a blurred out experience. And every mistake becomes a cultural shock moment. They pretend to be cultural ambassadors, but most of them can't even pronounce the name of the town they're in. They'll barge into local markets, point at things they don't understand, and laugh at customs older than their entire family tree. And somehow, it spreads because viewers back home, they love it. Wow, Thailand looks so cheap. Bro, let's go next month. We'll get a massage, ride a scooter, and live like kings. Yeah, kings. Kings who spit in the street and leave trash on the throne. The Thai authorities have noticed. They release quiet guidelines, put up signs, ask nicely, beg silently. Because what else can they do when the zombies come smiling with suitcases? Locals clean up after them like overworked survivors in an ever-ending apocalypse. Beach cleanups every morning because last night the horde came, armed with bags of snacks, selfie sticks, and a complete lack of shame. The cultural damage isn't loud. It doesn't explode. It rots slowly, like infection, like decay. You don't lose paradise all at once. You lose it one wrapper, one vlog, one peat on palm tree at a time. And make no mistake, this isn't about Thailand alone. It's about what happens when travel becomes a content factory, not a journey. When the goal isn't to experience a culture but to perform it. When the plane ticket is cheap, but the cost to the host country is devastating. Because zombies don't ask questions. Zombies don't learn. Zombies consume. And now they've arrived in Thailand. So if you're headed to paradise, ask yourself, are you a guest? Or just another zombie? Because Thailand's still beautiful. But these days, it's starting to look more like a feeding ground.